One of the reasons is that Grandmaster Hero wanted to establish a group of martial artists governed by a constitution and bylaws, which was never done in any Filipino group. But he wanted to establish that so that we would have some type of order in the way that we conduct our business. And we would have to have a group or a body of people in our membership to be able to make decisions in order to have the growth of our association. The Constitution has been revised many times because of the changing of the needs of our association. For example, when this first started, there wasn't a lot of demand for opening other schools because there was only one school at the time. So we had to make a amendment to go through the process of how do I have a school? Well, then there was a decision made that in order to have a school, you got to be an instructor. So then we had to make up something that that actually, by our Constitution and bylaws, recognize a person that is eligible to teach, which was a big deal because at the time there wasn't that many teachers. It was Grandmaster Hero and his wife Alberta. That was it. There was only 2 people. The other thing is that he wanted to make sure that we as martial artists also were educated in the way of conducting a group meeting, being able to have brotherhood, and much like he wanted to actually make Bahana Martial Arts Association much like the Filipino Lodge, because he's seen the decline in the lodge. And in his way, he wanted to still have the camaraderie and the brotherhood and the support and the dignity and the honesty and the fraternity that goes along with a Filipino lodge. And since the lodge was not recruiting a lot of members to replenish the ones that were passing away, this was his way of getting the younger groups together, the younger people together, and be able to conduct business. Much like when we used to have a junior lodge. I was a member of the junior lodge, and we did kind of the same thing. We had constitution bylaws, we had president, vice president, so on and so forth. That was his dream. And so that we can share ideas, thoughts, and try to grow within our own group. And I think so far it's been pretty successful. There hasn't been too many other groups out there that has, we've been around for 40 years, and I don't think there's been another group around that is actually governed by a set of constitution and bylaws that have been around. And it's only because it was established by a person of Grandmaster Heron's leadership and his ability. I think Grandmaster Heron also wanted us to show the community that we were able to conduct ourselves in a professional manner, much like the lodge, which is really an outstanding achievement so far in the last 40 plus years. It's a pretty cool thing. Our payment is to pay back to our community and to the youth of Stockton, or to the youth of Orange County, or the youth of San Francisco, wherever we go, because we're making an investment in all of you. No matter if you're 12 years old or if you're 80 years old. So Grandmaster Heron really started the Bahana Martial Arts Association to mirror the Filipino lodges because they were so successful back in the heyday. And this is still our time. I mean, we still have a good group of people. I mean, look around, they're all handsome, beautiful people. And we all have, things that we do in our life, but he mainly did it so that we could get together biannually and work same common goals to share and promote our art of our forefathers and the art that we love to the community. And that was, really what it was all about.